Emergency review, emergency review. Song Sung Blue. I got to talk about this movie. Let's go. Song Sung Blue stars Hugh Jackman, Kate Hudson, and is directed by Craig Brewer.
Sweet Caroline, the good times never seem so good.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2025 review. This will probably be the last 2025 review for the year. And I was not planning on reviewing this movie. I just watched it last night thinking I'll watch this movie. It'll be fine. I won't need to review it, and then I'll move on. And after I finished Song Sung Blue, I was blown away. This movie surprised the hell out of me. This movie was fan-freaking-tastic. And I gotta give you a quick review for it, okay? So let's dive right in. Quick plot synopsis. Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, they play these kind of washed up musicians. They're in sort of like tribute type bands or whatever. Think of it like you go to like a restaurant or a bar or something like that, and you see like an Elvis impersonator, a Buddy Holly impersonator, a James Brown impersonator, and so on, and maybe a Neil Diamond impersonator. So Hugh Jackman plays Mike, and he's kind of in this circuit, and he's kind of getting tired of it, getting fed up with it. And he wants to make a move, right? And so he wants to do a Neil Diamond experience, as he calls it. Not a tribute band, but an experience. And so then Mike meets Claire, who happens to be this like Patsy Cline tribute singer. And they strike up this strong bond, this relationship. And they end up forming this Neil Diamond tribute band. Watching all this kind of come to fruition is part of the charm and the fun of watching this movie. Like I can say it to you and you can kind of get a gist of what the movie's about, but this is just a beautifully directed film with a wonderful script with characters that leap off the screen that you can't help but love. Kate Hudson especially, not to take anything away from Hugh Jackman, who's phenomenal, and he is the main character. Having a great side character can really save your movie. And Kate Hudson, I think she is like best supporting actress material here. She is so full of life in this role, and you can't help but just love her. It's one of those situations where it feels like the actor is perfect for the character. She's perfect for Claire. And they just have this chemistry, her and Hugh Jackman, that is just undeniable. That doesn't happen, I think, too often in movies. Yeah, it happens, but when it does happen, you notice it immediately. You're like, oh, they have chemistry. I really love watching them bounce, dialogue off of each other. It's just really fun. It's almost like, Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. Remember the chemistry that they had together? You loved watching them just have a conversation. Same thing here. But the story is a true story, and it's very, very inspiring. For those that are later in their years, like I am, I'm 52 years old now. And I think this is a movie for people like me that have dreams. And maybe we haven't achieved the top level, I'm not opening for Pearl Jam. It just ain't happening, right? That's kind of the plateau of this movie. In real life, this group, they opened for Pearl Jam. And that was a pretty damn cool experience for them. And it goes even further than that, which I won't spoil. But I am a musician, I'm a drummer, and I love movies about music, especially when you interweave characters playing instruments and giving performances throughout. This movie has a lot of musical performances, and it just made me realize how many great songs Neil Diamond has. And it's fun in movies to watch a musical group, like, say, go into a nightclub or something like that, and you got an ornery audience that's not really there to support them. They just want to have their beer and do their thing. And they might even like yell obscenities at the band. And to watch that band win over that crowd is always such an infectious thing. And there's a lot of that in this movie. This movie's heartbreaking as well. This is where I can't really tell you too much. This is an emotional roller coaster ride of a movie. There's a lot of hills and valleys emotionally. And it's a tearjerker at times for sure. But I think you can have a feel-good movie, so to speak, and still have heartbreaking moments. I mean, hell, you could look at the original Rocky. That's a feel-good movie, but there's some heartbreaking moments in Rocky. And I think that's part of the recipe. When you have those lows, it makes the highs that much higher. And that's what happens in this movie. Now, I got to highlight another young actress, Ella Anderson. She plays this character, Rachel. She happens to be Claire's daughter in the movie. She really reminds me of Amanda Bynes, funny enough. And she looks like she could be Kate Hudson's daughter. But I think this was a very, very strong character, Rachel. And she has a lot of great moments in the movie. I love it when an actress, she becomes the character. You don't see her as the actress, you see her as the character. She's so good as Rachel. And it's nice to have a moment for a supporting character to really shine. And she does. But also some surprises in the character department as well. You got freaking Fisher Stevens and Jim Belushi in here. Haven't seen them in anything in a long time. And they're both great. I love when a director seeks out talent that might not be on the A list as far as, acting positions go. Christopher Nolan was great about that. He would pull actors that might be considered has-beens and bring them into the fold. And I think you couldn't pick two better actors for these parts, Jim Belushi and Fisher Stevens. It was cool to see them back. Guys, I'm going to keep this review short because I want you guys to go in and experience this movie. It is so good. See it in the theater if you can. I might go out and try to catch it in the theater. I saw it at an at-home screener. But it is so good, okay? I think if you love music, you'll love this movie. I think if you love just a kind of an underdog story, you'll definitely love this. But one of the biggest surprises of the year, Song Sung Blue. Who would have thought it? Or who would have thunk it? Which way do I say it? But yeah, this movie's fantastic, okay? Giving this a Trapped on an Island. It deserves that rating in spades, all right? Trapped on an Island. Let me know what you guys think of it when you see it. I need more of you guys to go support this movie. It's fantastic. Also, come over to the second channel. I got some plans for the second channel in 2026. Going to be incorporating some vlogs and whatnot. I actually recorded my first one. It'll be vlog number 1. So be sure to look for that. Xtra. Subscribe to Xtra. Come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do FIFA on Fridays. Follow my Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Become a channel member. Buy me coffee. And you guys, thank you so much. So have a happy day. And Drumdum out.